Arrows of the Queen is a 1987 novel by Mercedes Lackey, and the second Lackey book I've read. It is book one in the Arrows trilogy, but also book one, I believe, in the longer series, Heralds of Valdemar, which is one of many series in the Valdemar world. Our main character is 13 years old. She's of the Holder folk, and she starts the story reading, though normally in the Holds only men and boys learn to read. And also only boys are those in her village that do anything exciting, really, at all. Pretty much the women do drudgery and have babies. A bit on the nose, but this is essentially a young adult novel. Heralds are her idols, and those can be men or women, though she's never actually seen one. But regardless of this, that's our main character's dream. And in chapter one, it becomes reality, just bluntly. That's not surprising. She meets a companion, which is a sapient horse that binds with someone to make a herald, and they do bond, though she is immediately made to forget this, at least for the traveling to the school for heralds, essentially. So it is kind of a school setting, too. Again, very hitting a lot of tropes of young adult stuff. The hold itself seems to be backward, as the rest of the kingdom is actually ruled by a queen. Women are soldiers, etc., etc. Talia, our main character, is definitely an outsider among the Holder folk, though. She doesn't trust, well, and even in the rest of the story, since she is Holder folk, and again, Holder folk are considered backwards, she doesn't trust completely, and she hides her emotions. She thinks it's pretty much all too good to be true, and she's faced a lot of abuse, and she thinks it'll go away. And she did run away, essentially, from a marriage, actually, after all, at the beginning. Honestly, this is a short and accessible book. It reminds me of the other Lackey I've read, which is to say accessible, very unoriginal, or it's not exciting as far as world building is concerned, or even as far as like story, but it's done well enough, right? It was enjoyable. It reminded me some like Dungeons and Dragons novels, though written for young girls rather than young boys, probably. Which is to say it is short and simple read, but not much to praise, but little to complain about. And it's rather straightforward. I don't know how to describe it. You probably already know exactly what the novel's like, essentially, based off this tiny review. So we do have also some magic, I should say. It is fantasy. The heralds have some magic, but otherwise the grand kind of magic is considered old and pretty much extinct. This is a trilogy. I'm not sure if I'll read the other books, to be honest. I just don't read a lot of young adult fiction. But it's nice to try out a Valdemar book. I might try out some other ones, so I actually have a couple in mind. Just, again, maybe not in this series. Anyways, Liam from Liam's Lyceum. I'll catch you next time.